after studying this module, you would be able to know about the concept of training and its significance, identify various benefits of training in general and to the employees, identify training needs in the organization, understand the objectives of imparting training, learn about the designing a training system or a training program, appreciate that there are different types of training and learn about the various methods of training. Let us first have an introductory note on training. After the suitable candidate selection takes place in the organization, the next step is to impart training to them, so that they can acquire the necessary skills, knowledge and aptitude to perform the specific job. An educational aim is to enhance the knowledge in a general way. Training aims at gaining knowledge for a specific job. A systematic training is very important for novices, particularly to give them the best in their own job. Training is an organized procedure by which people learn knowledge and skills for a definite purpose. Its aim is to bridge the gap between the present skills and the competence and an employee is having and the job required skill.
Let us discuss the significance of training. Job requirements. According to the job nature, new and inexperienced employees require detailed instructions and direction for the good performance of the job. Hence, orientation training is must. As time passes, the past experiences and attitudes of the employees becomes inappropriate for the present task, so remedial or refresher training can be provided. Technological changes. Things which are changing rapidly in terms of technology today are seen in every job, which calls for appropriate training to be given to the employees to cope with these changes and accept it. Organizational viability. With so much of competition present everywhere, the success and growth of an organization highly depends upon the ability to adapt the changes. Training is required to aware employees of latest skills and knowledge, and also in order to foster the initiative and creativity of the employees and prevent obsolescence of skills. Internal mobility. It is related with the job changes, such as transfers and promotions of the employees. Such changes requires training to take up the responsibilities of the next level. Training has various advantages. The benefits of training are systematic learning, improved productivity and performance, quality results, learning time period, supervision, low accident rate, high morale and job satisfaction, individual growth, and improved climate. Benefits of training to employees are high morale, increased job satisfaction and job performance, building a positive attitude, gained knowledge and skills, promotion opportunity, increased mobility and job transfers, safety benefits and low accident rates, adaptation rather than resistance to change, accomplishment of individual and organizational goals, low stress due to capability of handling things in a better way, improved individual relationships at workplace, and a friendly climate. Let us identify training needs of an organization. The most important one is organizational analysis. Starting a training program depends on short term and long term objectives of the organization, which must be observed and can be translated into specific and detailed operational targets. Changing external and internal environment factors must be taken into consideration in light of the objectives, and that will accordingly decide a training program. The resource availability also need to be checked before deciding and conducting any training program that actually calls for a huge amount of money and time to be spent. Any training program must be supported by authorities. It indicates their attitude towards employees' development and reveals their strengths and weaknesses. Task or job analysis. It includes job analysis, that is, its contents, duty, responsibility, skills, and knowledge required. On the basis of the analysis, a training program can be identified for the employees. Manpower or human resource analysis. The HR analysis means the analysis of the persons to be trained. These aspects include the departments requiring training, the personnel who requires training in respective departments, the capability of the persons to gain specific knowledge and skills, the career planning motive of the employees along with organizational motives get fulfilled or not, the impact of such trainings on individual output and results. The objectives of training are to fill the gap related to adequate knowledge and skills, increase productivity and improved performance of the employees, improve quality, increase organizational effectiveness, enable employees to adapt to the future changes easily and effectively, help individual employees in their careers. Let us now discuss the matters that need to be considered for designing a training program. A training program requires decision as to the following matters. Selection of a targeted group for giving an essential training is a preliminary task, that is, to whom the training is to be given. Trainers identification. The right kind of trainer's selection is very important. He should know how to teach and must be well versed in his field of training, must be capable of applying training techniques, should have the quality of exploring things, and be patient along with the ability to appreciate the need for training program and its value for organization as well as individuals. Training time period and study material. Training course means specification of the time period of training and its course material and the cost involved. The program may be for a week or more than a week. The training material is designed with the help of supervisors and trainers. The cost of this program should also be determined and it must be analyzed in terms of its benefits. Implementation of a training program. The actual training starts by illustrating, demonstrating, and explaining the course content to put over the new knowledge and operations and should explain the need of the training program. Follow up. The follow up of the training program helps in taking the correct action on the basis of feedback of the trainees. It helps in designing the future training program. Let us now move on to discuss the various types of training. These are orientation training. When a new employee joins an organization, he is familiarized about the various aspects such as job, duties, work environment, immediate boss and subordinate, etc., related to the organization. This is called orientation. Job training. There is a dissemination of knowledge, skills related to the job in this type of training. He is taught about the correct methods of doing the work, handling equipments, machineries, etc., that will reduce accident rates. Promotion training. The existing employees which are eligible for promotion are given this training so that they can learn and acquire the necessary skills and develop an attitude for the next higher positions on the job. Refresher training. Refresher training is given to the existing employees because maybe with the passage of time, many of the methods may be forgotten or become obsolete. This helps them to update their skills and knowledge with new techniques, methods of doing work, etc. Remedial training. This training is arranged to overcome the shortcomings in the behavior and performance of the old employees. The employees are identified and correct work methods, procedures are taught to them by psychological experts. Now we will discuss the training methods. These are on the job training. The trainee is placed on the job supervised by his superiors and taught the necessary skills to perform it. This method motivates employees because they are learning while doing and getting a practical experience in real time working environment. No separate space is required, so there is no extra cost. Vestibule training. In this method, a training hall or center called vestibule is created separately with real like situations through simulation. Expert trainers are called to give specific training. This method is mostly suitable where machines are costly and they might cause injury. For example, aeronautical industry. It is quite an expensive method because an additional space with all real jobs like conditions is set up. Apprenticeship training. This training is for craftsmen where theoretical instructions and practical training are given and it may vary from craft to craft. This is also called earn while you learn scheme. Classroom training. This training includes delivering lectures, holding classroom discussions, interaction with participants, explaining case studies, etc. This method is suitable for teaching concepts and problem solving skills. Internship training. This is a joint program with a cooperation of educational institutions and corporate house where both teaching and practical knowledge takes place. Educational institutions enter into an arrangement with business enterprises for providing practical knowledge to its students through actual work experience. For example, CA, ICWA, ICSI, etc. Let us now summarize what we have learned in this module. In this module, we have learned about the concept of training, the various advantages to the employees and the organization, training needs of an organization, objectives of training, the types of training, and the various training methods.
We shall now summarize what we have studied in this module. Training is an organized procedure by which people learn knowledge and skills for a definite purpose. The basic need for giving training to employees is to increase their knowledge level, skills and aptitudes for the particular job. Training is required on account of various reasons such as job requirements, technology changes, organizational viability and internal mobility. The various forms of training can be systematic learning, improved productivity and performance, quality results, learning period, supervision, low accident rate, high morale and job satisfaction, improved working climate with good interpersonal relationships. The training needs in the organization can be analyzed on the basis of organizational analysis, job and manpower analysis. Designing training system program is its organization and conclusive effort of every department. Various types of training are orientation training, job training, promotion, refresher and remedial training, and various methods of training are on the job training, vestibule training apprentice training, classroom and internship training.